with Bitcoin really is to look at, with crypto, really is to look at the banks, and we think it's, banks are perfectly able to serve crypto customers as long as they understand and can manage the risks, and it's safe and sound. As a good number of our banks that we regulate and supervise do that.
Alrighty, pal. Alrighty. First, you pump us, then you dump us. Now it's time to pump, right? He's kind of got a nice rhythm. But nonetheless, guys, obviously yesterday, FOMC, we very much expected things to not really change much. But ultimately, we had a little crypto mention at the end. And it's quite crazy that we spoke about the pump before, right? We basically said, guys, charts are saying, market is saying, it's ready to start pushing up again. The bears are tempting. They have tried for multiple weeks to get Bitcoin to lose support. Okay, but yet Bitcoin just holds 90,000, just keeps creeping above 100. Remember how hard it was for us to get to 100? It was like, now we like passing it like it's nothing. Yes, a bit of badness, and then we're back above. And now we've got Bitcoin sitting at $105,000. It is time to prepare for the next short squeeze. Right, there is a short squeeze level where we are right now with Bitcoin, and after that is all-time highs. We spoke about yesterday that the market is ready to start pushing up. Later on, we found out why it was going to start pushing up, right? And again, today I'm saying prepare yourself for a short squeeze on Bitcoin, right? When Bitcoin squeezes to the all-time highs and it starts to push through all-time highs, altcoins then start to break the total three wedge, and you have a massive altcoin catch-up. So again, you are sitting now with Bitcoin at 105, and we're sitting around 3% away from all-time highs. But the very interesting thing to pay attention to is the damn altcoins, right? And we look now, and we're starting to see that the altcoins are showing some strength, but it hasn't even begun, right? Altcoins now are sitting at the short squeeze level, and today I want to make sure that you are damn in, right? I want to make sure that your long-term bags are packed, and I think it is time to start trading again. I think it's time to start getting our first little trade entries in, okay, on a couple of some new trades, and start building some trading accounts. So today, again, I'm saying prepare yourself for a damn short squeeze. Prepare yourselves for an altcoin push to the upside. Again, prepare yourself for dominance to start coming down. So let's have a good show. Can I have likes for who's long? Who's in the market? Who's in? Who's long like King Kong? Who can't even buy anymore? Who's just like all in? Okay, hit the like button. And another question, who has more money in crypto than their bank account? Okay, hit the like button. I want to see. Go look at your bank account right now and go look at your portfolio. It may not be worth as much anymore. The pump's still coming. But who has more money in crypto versus their bank accounts? I want to see the conviction. Let's go, guys. Never waste your time. Let's go.
I try and help everyone in my space, and this is what I get. I try and fight the devils, but inside I'm just like sniper. Welcome to Sheldon Show.
Oh, Banter family, brand new to the channel. Hit the subscribe button. How are we all doing? I see 80% are bullish. What are we long? I want to see. What are we long? What's your biggest bag? I think that's one of the biggest questions I want to ask you guys today. What's your biggest altcoin bag? And then that's going to determine how degen you are, right? Again, I'm saying that the party is going to begin, right? The lights are going to start turning on. The bartenders are going to start arriving. The tables are set. It is time to drink tequila, right? It is time to start warming up. It is time to start getting yourself ready, okay? And it is time for yourself to prepare, because this place is going to be filled with drunk people in the next couple of hours. And by hours, I mean next couple of weeks, okay? And you want to have the best damn seat in the house, okay? And by then, you really want to be on a couple of bottles of water, right? Starting to chill down while everyone starts getting smashed and hammered. Because why? Because you came to this party to party the whole night, right? There's 20 DJs on the list. You want to make all the DJs, right? You want to make the entire event. You don't just want to be here and pass out after 3 DJs have come in. A lot of people would do that, right? Let me know. Who is? I want to see here in the chat. What is your biggest bag? Biggest bag over here. Okay, someone says Lido. We've got Algo, Ondo. Nice. Ondo's waking up. Ton. XRP. Cool. No one hates you anymore for having a big bag of XRP. Isn't that nice? Nice. Used to be like looked down upon if you had an XRP bag. I want to see over here. SPX. Okay. So XPX, Sui, Sol, Giga. Okay. Nice diversification. You got some DJ in there, but then you also got some Solana there just to back you up. Meme coins. Oh, is it that time again? I saw there's the jelly coin that came out and made a bunch of people rich. By the way, I'm starting to get more information on this decelerate thing that we got that can get you into these memes a lot earlier. So go start doing a bit of research on that, because a lot of people got in quite early on this jelly coin and did very, 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 very well. Solana, Casper in the house, nice. Sui's had a very good bounce, actually. I was looking at Sui a little bit earlier. It's actually has a really good bounce. Now, Sui is actually also one of my biggest bags. I started accumulating quite a bit of it. Let's put Sui up over here. Sui is one of the, wow, decent rally so far. And what's exciting about that is we only just obviously started breaking the first trends. Again in the show, I'm going to speak about the next major trends to start preparing for. Okay, guys, so let's see. Anyone else? Lido, AVAX hasn't started yet. Correct. You are very correct with that. Maria, gaming. Okay, cool. ICP, cool. Rune is still your biggest bag. My Rune's like 30% the size. I still have all the Rune, but the value is like 30% of the size. But I do think it's if you still believe in it, I think it's a good area to obviously accumulate at $2. Sonic, we're going to speak about Sonic in the show as well. Sol, Doge, Link. Okay, fantastic, guys. So let's go through a couple of things. Again, charts were saying yesterday, markets starting to get a little bit exhausted to the downside. Now, the bears have had multiple attempts to make Bitcoin lose 90K, right? The big question is, are we going to the damn 70s? Are we going to the 80s? And then we can go up again, right? And we've had multiple events. We obviously had the deep sync thing come through. People got worried. We were saying, guys, only if we lose the level, get worried, right? Until then, you cannot go. And this is why I still love charting so much, because it basically makes me sit back and say, hey, before you want to get emotionally attached and have your opinion of what's going to happen, follow the charts and follow the volume and follow the actual momentum of the market. That's the important thing. Your opinion doesn't really matter, right? Because things change at any point, okay? And then things go out the window. You have to follow the structure. You have to understand. So again, we've had a lot of attempts from the bears to get Bitcoin to lose major supports, okay? And it's just not breaking support. Bitcoin is just breaking back into the hundreds, breaking back into the hundreds. And what this is doing is exhausting the damn bears. Okay, and when they're exhausted enough, it is time to wreck them. And I think we're getting to that point where it is time to wreck the damn bears. And again, this $108,000 and $105,000 Bitcoin is resistance, right? This is the level which is hitting, right? But when you get through this major area, this is going to be our new floor. What I mean by that is Bitcoin from here, we are preparing for $130,000, $140,000 push, right? After that, then it'll probably come down to test the 110s and so everything that you're seeing now that is resistance is soon going to be turned into support. Okay, and that's where I'm saying that a lot of these levels where a lot of people have been a little bit worried about altcoins, okay, they will not be there again for a while when the market starts to rally. And the next crazy thing as well is the market's going to take time for it to actually have pullbacks again. The market's about to start accelerating. And when it starts to accelerate, you're not going to see those pullbacks. You must not be goldfish in this market. You need to understand that a few weeks back, we got a taste, a small little taste of what Altseason is going to be like, right? And we had 4 weeks of the altcoins just ripping. And that was when I turned bearish, right? At that point. But we had a taste of our altcoins were just not pulling back to the point where I had to hold cash for 2 to 3 weeks before we got the correction. I was saying, guys, I got cash. I'm sitting in some cash. I've taken profit. I had to wait 2 to 3 weeks to be right. Okay, that's where you get to the point where the pullbacks just do not happen anymore at this point. So yes, right now the bears could have been correct. There's been some pullbacks. But once we get through this phase over here, you're going to go in straight bull. It will be for a couple of weeks. And then it's time for the leverage flush outs and these things. And again, I'm telling you that the club is empty now. Get your ass in, get the best seats at the table because it's about to fill up very, very, very quickly. So let's go through a couple of things and then let's prepare. So I'm going to keep reminding you what I'm seeing on the high time frame and my roadmap, right? It is so important to have a roadmap when it comes to crypto and to have some sort of damn plan, right? And this is still my plan. My plan here is Bitcoin without any serious pullbacks. You don't see me saying this going down here. I see us pushing to the $120,000, $130,000 mark. then I do see a rejection, and then I do see a alt season rally. Right now, the weekly chart is starting to look amazing on Bitcoin, because the way we started it was when the candle started, we actually started red, right? We made our way down all the way to the areas of 97,000. This kind of got people a little bit worried, okay? And what you could see now is we started to get some buying power up, and we actually took a candle that was looking bearish, and we have now turned it into a very bullish candle. This is showing strength. However, this is nothing. The volume has not even entered the party. Look at this candle that we are currently seeing right now. Volume is getting ready for a spike. And I want to show you a very simple tool to help you understand this a lot easier. Volume is also a very powerful tool, right? Volume is something that tells you when something is real, okay? And it basically tells you when something hasn't even begun yet. Okay, and when you see price starts to go up, so you see here over this last little period here where Bitcoin's actually gone up from 92,000 all the way back to the 105, you could see that volume has been tapering down. Okay, and what that basically means is in two scenarios. The one is like, oh, is it real? Or is anything like that? Or has the volume not even come in yet? Right, the volume hasn't even entered the party. However, it is telling you that we are getting to a point now where in the next week to 2 weeks, and I'm still saying that it's a very big possibility it happens this week, you are going to get a very big volume spike, okay? Because it is ready now for volume. For example, the time before that, look how there was no volume, right? No volume equaled in basically non-breakouts and ranging. So what does that mean? When there's no volume, your tokens are doing stuff like this, right? When there is volume, you're either going strong down or you're going strong up. So volume is a very key thing to understand. In this time over here, Bitcoin attempted to break 70,000. There was not much volume. Okay, came down, attempted, until what? It broke out the major highs. What did that bring? A massive in-spike of volume. So what you saw there is you saw volume taper down, yet price was this. And for me, what that means is it's eating away a wall. There was sell pressure here. There was a wall that was trying to stop Bitcoin going back into the $70,000, $80,000, $90,000 range, or going back above the all-time highs, right? And every time we went up there, rejection was thought as a bad thing, but it was not a bad thing, because what it was doing is was eating away the wall. You got to understand that when there is crypto, there is levels of where orders are sitting, where majority of people are trying to control the market, okay? So there's a bunch sitting at this area and a bunch sitting at this area. Every time we hit there, okay, it is starting to eat away from that wall, okay? And again, at the bottom, it's the same thing. And the moment you break that wall, there is no more wall now, and you get the massive short squeeze, because anyone that is shorting or trying to hold that level, they got stop losses up over there. But in their mind as well, that is their thesis. Their thesis is, for as long as Bitcoin stays below this level, I'm not bullish, okay? But then all of a sudden the level gets broken, okay? And everyone's thesis has to change now. And we saw this now in this last couple of weeks, how everyone's thesis all of a sudden got questioned, right? We had Rand come on 2 days ago and say we're going to $70,000, $70,000 to $80,000. His thesis was changing, right? We had a lot of YouTubers started to change their thesis, right? Why? Because Bitcoin was just not getting above 108, and it kept breaking the 100 to the downside. So the moment you start to see that, it starts to play within, which means people start to shift and change and start going back into the plan B, right? So again, right now you'll have a couple of bears, right? And you'll have a couple of people questioning, is this a bull market? Is there an alt season incoming, right? They're questioning this. Why? Because Bitcoin's not above all-time highs again, right? Bitcoin keeps rejecting 105 and going, what happens when Bitcoin's at 120? What happened to Bitcoin's at $130,000? Is anyone going to question it then? Or are they going to change their thesis? They're going to change their thesis. They're going to basically say, whoa, okay, I was protecting myself and making sure that I was protecting myself against risk. And I'm not over-capitalizing, okay, because Bitcoin hasn't broken this level. But the moment Bitcoin breaks it, they have to capitalize now. They have to now shift and be like, whoa, okay, this thing is going. I need to get back in and I need to move. And what that creates is that FOMO, because right now you have two teams that are fighting, and that's why it's a bit difficult. Because the price gets up, the one's right, the one's wrong, whatever, right? But the moment that the market goes out of ranging and starts to trend again, okay, people have no choice but to be bullish, right? And that's when everything starts. That's when the FOMO starts pumping in. That's when everything starts moving, and that's when things start accelerating very quickly. So when Bitcoin's been trending sideways here, it's been demotivating. It's been a little bit hard at times. But what you got to understand is we've just been eating away a wall, right? The big wall we did not want to lose was that one over there, right? And that was the concern. The concern 2 weeks back was when Bitcoin went back to 90,000. Say, hey, there's a wall here. They're eating. And look how they just, I still remember we called it on the show. We said they're going to send it just a tiny little bit lower. Remember, we said it at 90K. I guarantee you we're going to go to 88 or 89. And the market's going to automatically think we're going down to the 70s, okay? And then it's going to go up. And that will basically, because why? That basically traps everyone out of their thesis and then starts rocketing and catches everyone off guard, right? But that wall we have held. Now, yet again, we're going up. And the first time we hit the wall, second time hit the wall, third time, fourth time, fifth time we are going in now. And volume has not even entered the party, which means for me, the bull leg of this rally or this Bitcoin has not even started. We haven't even gotten the massive spike. So what that means on the high time frame here is that we are getting ready for volume to enter the market. Now, it's very likely that there is going to be either a small news event or something just to get Bitcoin to all-time highs. Once that happens, you are just going to see a massive amount of FOMO because all over the world and all over Twitter and all over YouTube, you are just going to see everyone talking about damn Bitcoin, right? Then the people that have their normal jobs, the people that are in their normal life are going to look at their lives and be like, these guys are getting rich, man. Why am I still working at 9 to 5? And then they're going to start Googling Bitcoin, right? And they're going to start looking to come in and that's going to start happening. And then everything starts to flow up. So what we are getting ready for now is, yes, the market has been trending, but understand that the volume has been tapering down. And it gets very hard to trade markets when the markets are tapering down. It's so important for you to understand that this last period has been tough, but there's been no volume. And it's important to zoom out and understand where the hell we damn are. So what you're looking for next now is not a little 4-hour short squeeze. Okay, no, you are looking at a weekly volume increase incoming. A weekly is one of the highest time frame volume spikes that you can get. And this is where things get really interesting because a 15-minute pump that we saw on Bitcoin yesterday, that's cool. That's cute, right? Not bad. Not bad. But when you get this type of move on the weekly, this results in hundreds of percents within altcoins, right? Or really starts to extend and gets a massive amount of higher time frame moves. Okay, so what you are seeing now is we are getting for a spike. And I just want to show you guys the last time we got a spike, Bitcoin was over here. Okay, and I like to see, and I dropped on this chart over here, that FOMC is actually quite crazy, right? FOMC we're at the same place last time, right? We basically sat here at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is trending sideways. It was 6 months. It was tough, right? But again, FOMC and obviously Trump being elected and things like that, all of that in 1 week, right? Look what happened. No volume, volume low, volume low, volume low. And this period over here, especially no volume, no volume, no volume. And the moment we broke the highs, look at the volume spike that in came. And what that created was it ended up in Bitcoin having a 40 to a 50% pump, right? That's what we're getting ready for now. Not a 15-minute pump. We are getting ready for a high time frame volume pump. Now, what happens after that, guys, this is very important and why it's so important for you today to pay attention. Okay, and for you to be a damn bull, right? Because when this happens over here, do you see how it comes in one big spike? Then it comes another spike after that, okay? And then the sad thing after that is retail enter the party. And when retail enter the party, there's going to be no volume. The volume is going to be very low. And the way that looks on the chart is from here, we rally up to the 130, 140, right? We just have this massive breakout. Massive volume spike incomes like that. We shift, we probably make our way either in a week to 2 weeks. We get the massive push up, okay? Everyone comes flying into the market, okay? Everyone's super excited. And then guess what Bitcoin decides to do? Sideways, right? And what that does is volume tapers out. And then all the people that came in on the pump get flushed out over here. By the time they flushed out, the volume spike happens again and we go again, right? And it's this big game. So again, I'm looking at a big volume spike incoming. And there's a few scenarios. Either very bullish news comes out that just gets it going, right? We kind of needed Trump to be elected or whatever it was then to get the first original spike that we got then, right? But we need either massive event news or a small one. A small one just to break 108,000. And the chart is telling me in the next day to 2 days, we're going to get a little bit of bullish news. We're going to get something bullish that's going to just spark it up. Okay, and then you got to understand what happens after that is this, right? This is what happens after that. Okay, Bitcoin will start it, then ETH will start breaking trend, and your Solana will start pushing again, right? And then your damn memes will start pumping again, and then hopefully the gaming market will finally start pumping again. But that's what's going to happen Bitcoin breaks all-time highs. ETH starts breaking trends, starts to push towards $4,000. Solana starts pushing to all-time highs. Okay, Sui starts pumping again. Doge starts pumping again. Okay, then your damn memes, but 𝗏𝗏𝗡𝗅 starts pumping. 𝗏𝗏𝗡𝗏 starts going through the damn roof, right? That's what starts to happen. We start to get this inflow and things start to speed up. So again, yes, it's been all about Bitcoin. Okay, but once Bitcoin is trailing and running up, because think about it, at this time over here, altcoins did nothing. This time here, altcoins did nothing. Okay, when did altcoins do something? Here. That's when altcoins did something, because Bitcoin had to lead the race first. This altcoins were getting so destroyed and so damn sideways and so damn boring, there was zero hope. But once Bitcoin had the pump up, okay, and it got into these major areas, then it got distributed. So the same thing is what I'm seeing yet again. I'm seeing that from here, pumping Bitcoin, and this is where your damn altcoins are going to start going through the moon. And I want to show you here on altcoins as well. The last FOMC before that marked the last two bottoms of the total three. You see that? Bottom, and after that we started to rally. Again, we are here at that phase again, and this is still my game plan with altcoins. When Bitcoin breaks all-time highs, altcoins start approaching all-time highs. Okay, remember, we are not far. We are in the region of, let's look at percentage of where we are now, of 10% away from altcoins going parabolic, right? And in this known thing called Altseason. And Altseason is basically this, right? Look at yourself in the picture and understand that this is currently where we are, right? This is the area here that we are in. Okay, in that phase over there. Altseason from there is when we just start going absolutely parabolic. So when Bitcoin starts approaching and getting through the 110, go to the 120, it's very likely possibly dominance wants to go up in that period. Bitcoin starts to rally up. Altcoins start creeping up. They start getting to the highs. They probably pop their head through, quick rejection, and then you have the damn dominance collapse. And again, in the next, we could see if Bitcoin wants to break all-time high this week, it's very likely dominance possibly wants to go up more. Right? But in the next week to 2 weeks, you're going to see a fat red candle like this. That's probably going to be followed by another red candle like this. And you're going to get the distributions. Because the moment that all of a sudden Bitcoin is through all-time highs, everyone's going to love Bitcoin. But the moment ETH starts breaking 3.6, 3.7, everyone's going to talk about ETH. The moment Solana starts breaking at $300, everyone's going to talk about Solana. The bees will move from Bitcoin or to all the other shiny objects, right? Because people don't think they can afford Bitcoin. They think they can afford damn altcoins, okay? And then we start the major rally up over there. So again, your long-term ETH, pin bar candle, really good. Solana, pin bar candle. Chainlink, pin bar candle. You're getting reversal candles on the high time frames. Cardano is looking like one of the stronger ones as well, but you're getting pin bar candles everywhere. We are getting ready for altcoin. There's Ondo. Ondo is looking amazing over there as well. Okay, I want to go through a couple of things here. Yes, Powell spoke. Nice. I think they're buying more ETH. More ETH is being bought. I'm telling you, you're going to see a massive ETH rally. One of the first order business will probably call it. Okay. A lot of amazing tweets here. Imagine being the last government to buy. Head of check. Shame, man. That's easy. ETH to Bitcoin oversold. Just going through a couple of tweets here. I'm going to jump into the charts. Okay, here's the view. Ethereum is forming higher lows on long time frame. 4K remains the most crucial level, and the reclaim of that will send ETH to new all-time highs. Once it happens, a 9 to 10K ETH. This is what Ted is saying. A 9 to 10K ETH is possible. I think 7K, I do have 11, I do have 15. It all depends on how high Bitcoin wants to go. If Bitcoin goes to 150, I think ETH goes to 7 to 9K. If Bitcoin goes to 200, I think ETH goes to 11 to 12. And if Bitcoin goes to 250K the cycle, then I think ETH can go up to the 15K mark. Tether mints another $1 billion of USDT. Just like that, just on the computer. All of a sudden, you got $1 billion into the market. Okay, let's go through. Oh, there's one meme here that's also great. 𝗏𝗏𝗡𝗏. I want to show you here quickly. This one here. The moment you sell, and that's why I feel so bad for people that got flushed out. Because the moment you sell, there goes your altcoins, baby. Well, I guarantee you, go sell your altcoins right now, and you'll see the market will pump. So don't do it. Okay, let's go. Let's jump through the short-term analysis and the next major plans. So again, what we spoke about was this bounce. Okay, why? Because we were making a higher low. We were making a higher low over here. It was crazy to be bearish yesterday. It was crazy for those that were even double thinking it. Yes, FOMC was coming, and there's so many reasons why the market could tank. Stop flip-flopping. Have a thesis and stick to it, right? The market was saying that we're holding 618, and for as long as we hold 618, be bullish. Don't be bearish, because this was not a small bounce that we had. We went all the way down to 97, and we're back at 104 within like 24 to 36 hours, right? Flip-flopping is what's going to get you into a lot of trouble within this market. So then the important part was bounce, right? Then the news came out and we obviously had a bounce. The next thing that was important for Bitcoin, break the trend. That has now happened. Now the next step is short squeeze. Moment we break this 106, 107, short squeeze happens. All the people that have been shorting, all the stop losses will trigger, the liquidations will come. And again, Max Pain right now, going through Twitter, seeing how everyone's acting. Max Pain right now is a pump, not a dump. Everyone's expecting a dump. Everyone's thinking we're going to go lower. Everyone's doubting Altseason. Everyone's in a bad mindset of crypto. The Max Pain right now is up. Rocket it up and just destroy everyone that's sat and basically. And then again, everyone's going to all be on the same team again. Bull run. We're still here, baby. We're still going to the moon. And that's where things are going to start rocketing very quickly. So the two scenarios, short term. I see by today, we start squeezing. But there is two scenarios. If we decide over the next 2-3 hours to pull back, I see us pulling back a little bit. 104,000 should be main support. And then we start rocketing. These red blocks that I have over here, before I bring the scenarios in here, is your short squeeze levels. Okay, your midterm short squeeze level. So there is a squeeze. This is why Bitcoin is stopping right now, because it has all of this resistance on the left, right? After that, there's only resistance over there at 107. So it's telling me that the moment that Bitcoin breaks 105,000, there's going to be a short squeeze to 107. If it gets through 107, it's going to squeeze to the all-time highs. So it shows you here where price is going to increase. So this is why when price stops here, understand that it's stopping at resistance, right? So what that means is if it stops at resistance, sometimes it wants to go to support first before it breaks that resistance, which means that today, if we do decide to pre-dump the market open, and let's say the market opens and it wants to have a small little pullback, then the market's going to do this, and then it's going to make its way up. And the moment it breaks here is when it's going to start squeezing and start pushing very quickly to the upside, okay? And the same thing now, if we don't want to pull back today, which I think the market doesn't actually want to pull back, I think it wants to wreck all the shorts and all the haters, right, out there as well, is it starts pushing here and it starts to squeeze up. We might see a little bit of turbulence there and start making our way up. But I do think we are poised. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly. Okay. But I think that we are going to see 108, if not an all-time high Bitcoin by the end of this week. Okay. I think the squeeze are going to happen. I think we're going to start this major rally up here. And what I like about it is Bitcoin dominance is getting ready to come down. So your altcoins are going to start waking up. And this is why, because I want to show you here on things like ETH. ETH has a red block here, right? The next red block is up there. Okay, so literally ETH has to move up another 1 to 2%, and an ETH squeeze will start happening. Okay, and your next squeeze on ETH is to get it back to 3.5. Then after that, you got the 3.7 sort of area. So just in another percent, Bitcoin goes up another percent to 2%. ETH's going to start joining the party. Okay, and then after that, Solana's breaking trend. By the way, here's a trend. Here's a trade for you. If you want to take a trade right now, this is where I'd buy Solana. Okay, and this yellow line is where I'd put a stop loss. Okay, Solana, get ready for a $300 Solana. In the next 2 to 3%, Solana starts squeezing. Okay, then after that, guess what happens to Doge? Doge starts squeezing. Okay, then after that, what happens next? Cardano starts squeezing, because all of them are sitting right at resistance right now. And literally in 1% to 2%, you start to see the squeezes, and they're going to start making their way up. Okay, and then you're going to start to see the whole market start to rise. So again, you're looking at a total market push. And let's go through a couple of things here. Here's a total 3. Here's my roadmap on the total 3 this week. Okay, so from here, I see a total 3 rallying up to 10%, 15% mark, right? Then there is either a rejection at the all-time high like that, okay, or we'll have a small rejection over there, and then we'll rocket through over there. It's important to get buys here on these breakouts here, because you are going to be left behind, and you're going to try be stumbling, because you're going to try you might get lucky to get a buy here if we reject, but if we don't reject and we break through, you're not getting any buys. You're not getting any more entries right now. Okay, what I started taking some trades on, I took a Doge position, and I'm going to start filtering this into a Solana position very shortly. So I'm starting to build a Doge position in these areas right over here. I was looking at my trading account. Trading account's back above 500, which is really good. I guarantee you in the next 4 weeks, this is back at $1 million. I'm telling you it's going to be back at $1 million. You'll see. Okay, if you doubt it, then just watch, right? Just watch. But when it is at $1 million, I'm not going to have much buys for you. So just know that. Okay, there's not going to be much more entries. Okay, but there is, I'm telling you, this is going to double in the next 4 weeks. Okay, let's go. So Solana is in an entry. Keep an eye on Chainlink. There's the Chainlink squeezes over there, but let's go through some more entries. Dogecoin. As you can see on my chart, I have a green block, which is buy zone, and I have a yellow line, which is where I would protect myself with the stop loss. Okay, because I'm starting to put some trading account money into this over here. You could see how big I see the squeeze. From here, I see a squeeze. Very quick to 40. That's a nice 20% move on Dogecoin, right? Go look at Cardano. Cardano is in a buy zone. Why? Because they're all forming bullish pennants, right? When charts are doing this, it is bullish, right? When they taper down, it's bullish. What that means is volume is coming down, right? And then all of a sudden, once you can even see here on Cardano, and I just want to show you here. Let's go back here and quickly draw you a trend line here. There is a volume spike incoming. You see how it's tapering down like this? No volume, no volume, no volume, no volume. I'm telling you, in the next few days, you're going to see a double-digit green day. Okay, and you're all going to feel better. You're not going to feel like life sucks anymore and crypto sucks anymore. We're all going to be hugging each other again. We're all going to be drunk, right? But there is a volume spike incoming. This is bullish, and you could see this pattern on Solana. You can see this pattern on Doge. You can see this pattern on Algo. You can see this pattern on many of the altcoins, okay? They're making a bullish pattern over here. So the volume is going to come very soon. There's Algo. Keep an eye out for a Algo trend breakout. You are earlier on this one than what you are on Solana and what you are on Doge, right? You're earlier. This one's good. Okay, XRP. XRP, not pumping yet, but it's got support here. XRP, it's interesting to see what happens here, okay? Chart says that it's going to pull back into these zones here, and we're going to start making our way up to these areas here. But there is a scenario where it maybe just wants to do this for a little while, okay? Because XRP has obviously been one of the runners of the cycle, okay, versus the rest of the market. It might be time to give some love to other altcoins, right? But nonetheless, I think the 3.7, and I even got a target of 4.8 is where I see XRP going next. I gave you guys Ondo yesterday. So guys, Ondo. There goes Ondo. No buys on there at the moment. But again, Solana is here right now. Dogecoin is here right now. Okay. Chainlink is here right now. Cardano is here right now. Algo is there right now. Okay. So this one is kind of gone right now. That's what I'm trying to say. If this thing goes straight up here, where the hell are you going to buy it? Where are you going to get into the market? When are you finally going to get into the alts, right? I know a lot of us are in, but I'm just saying, like, again, this is where the alts are, and that's what happens next. And you start to see a volume spike incoming. Couple of coins, spot trades, higher time frame trades, right? Litecoin looks pumped, guys. This altcoin looks ready to join the party. They kind of got left out in the beginning. You know, it's like all your buddies go to the club and then you didn't get an invite. You know, so when HBAR started pumping and XRP started pumping and Algo started pumping, Litecoin was like, oh, guys, like, well, why no invite, right? The invite's incoming. So if you look here on Litecoin, firstly, it's one of the top 24-hour performers, right? Oh, by the way, I want to show, where's this new thing? Where's this new thing, Matt? On Bubbles. Where is it? Let's see here. Apparently, there is stock markets now on Banter Bubbles. I'll find it for you. They must make it bigger, man. Must have like a bigger. Where's the stocks? There's stocks now on Banter Bubbles. Okay. Where is the Litecoin? Okay, cool. So here we go. Litecoin. Big weekly trend that broke out. This is a spot trade. I'm seeing a Litecoin pump to $250 to $300. Caption this, mark this, do whatever you got to do. I'm seeing a mega push. Look at the difference in volume. Look at this volume from Litecoin. There was no volume for a long period of time. Look at this. Okay. And again, because it's still so early, and what I mean by that is if you zoom out, retail are not buying Litecoin. Something is going on with Litecoin. Whales are buying Litecoin. Right? Whales are the ones that are accumulating, and there's something happening with Litecoin. You're going to find out later what is actually happening, right? And that's when retail will come through. But when there's buying like this, and you're at the bottom of the range, and there's the top of the range over there, Litecoin is ready for mid. This is when retail will be in, There's something happening with Litecoin. Litecoin is looking great. The next one is VeChain. VeChain, there we go. Broke of the weekly trend. Retesting right now. Let's zoom in. Let me show you what I'm seeing here. Descending bull flag, right? Or bull wedge. Breaking 4-hour trend. That's where you put, this will be a fun coin to trade even, right? To take a position to trade. Let me actually see here quickly. What have I got here? What have I got here that's in green? My Solana position's pretty big. This is not because I'm bearish on Sol, but this is because I am quite bullish on VeChain. Okay, so what am I going to do here? Let's go here. No, I want to sell around 10%. Okay, closing price. Let's see here. There we go. Okay, I closed 10%. Let's see if it flushes through. Why is it not loading here? Okay, but nonetheless, I'm going to buy more VeChain, right? VeChain is getting ready for a pump up to 6 cents. Okay, but on the high time frame, I think we're going to see a very big run in VeChain. I think we're going to start making our way up, and my first major target is the main 618. So my first target is 12 cents. I'm looking at a 3x from VeChain over here on higher time frame. Could be even more, depending how parabolic and how big we go into the alt season. But VeChain is one of the big tokens that I'm focused on today for spot, not for leverage, for spot and for long term. I am buying more Sonic. Okay, yes, they launched a new coin and it was tough with Phantom. I'm buying more Sonic. Sonic, look at this. It is exhausted. Do you see there's no more bears there? They sold. There they sold. Now there's nothing left. And what that means is now price is doing this. And all of a sudden, one fat volume spike in comes, and you start to see boop, 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 and then you start to see the climb, right? I think Sonic is an absolute steal. I think the tech is better. I think the same team, incredible. Sonic. Say. Descending wedge. Look at that. That's such a good pattern. Look at the last time we made that pattern. You see what resulted? Look at the time before that. See what it resulted? Okay, there is Say. Say is looking amazing. Very good spot entry over here. Very good position place over here. Guys, remember, if you don't have any exchange accounts, I know I'm doing a school event later on today. Remember, we got a 𝗏𝗏𝗘𝗏. If you sign up with the link today and use my link below in the description, $50, and you can only get this with my link, $50 just by signing up. If you deposit $100, you get $100 free. And if you take one trade, you get $200. It's $350 that you get just from signing up over here. Let's see a couple of, here's eMoney Network. Okay, Unleash the Power of BankFi. Janet said, when was this? This was already a couple of days ago. Listed on, it's already on these exchanges over here. Go have a look at eMoney, a couple of sponsors over here, Unleash Speed. This is the MetaHorse gaming. I'm going to speak a lot about gaming next week. NVIDIA is still cheap, guys. Small markets. You can buy on chain. Okay. Yes, sir. Okay, guys, Bitfunded. You know Bitfunded? We got an announcement tomorrow. Someone's going to join me in Dubai. And we're doing an announcement tomorrow. Okay, so if you have a Bitfunded account, you're going to come join me in Dubai. We're doing a massive giveaway. You're going to come trade with me in Dubai. It's going to be amazing. Okay, let's go through. How's our likes? 1-4. Get me to 2,000 likes and I'll stay on and chart your coins and I'll give away stuff. But you literally have a minute. 1 minute. You get me to 2,000 likes and I'll continue the show. Okay, I will give away stuff and I'll chart tokens for you. Let's go. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. Okay. While you're doing that, I'm going to go 1-5. Come on. You got a minute. Push the damn like button. Push the like button. Okay. Let's see what Bitcoin is doing here. Look at the dominance, guys. Dominance getting ready to come down. This is good for altcoins. Altcoins are getting ready to pump. We're going to see a squeeze. And you know what, guys? I want to say something here as well. The last couple of weeks were tough, right? We were in rhythm and then it was a bit tough, but we have not changed our thesis. Everyone else has been flip-flopping. We've been sticking to the thesis and staying strong within the thesis. And if you can't, sometimes crypto will get a little bit hard, but you've got to fight through those periods over there as well. But when I'm telling you we're sticking to it, like there's a game plan here and the squeeze is going to happen. Don't get caught behind and don't allow the noise to distract you. I had a lot of this noise in my first bull market alone. It was very hard. It was very tough to understand. Stop watching too many YouTubes. Choose 1 or 2 of your favorites. Spend time on the charts. Spend time building your plan and stay focused. Don't get distracted. Very important. Anything? What's our likes? 1750. Okay, I'll still do a small giveaway. Let's do some Bitfunded. Who wants Bitfunded? So remember, guys, Bitfunded is probably the best way if you're trying to learn how to leverage trade and things like it's the best way, right? You pay $79, okay, and you trade a demo account, and it's got 2 levels. You pass the first level of 5% or 8%, and the second one's 5%. They actually give you real money to trade with, and every time you take profits there, you'll get 90% of the profits. And if you lose, okay, then you only lose $80. You don't lose 5,000 of your own money. So I'm going to give away 2 or 3 of these. Let's give away. Who wants Bitfunded? Who wants one of these accounts here? Who wants to start? Who's going to make me proud? Who's going to turn it into $1 million? Okay, wife changing money. Let's go. You get one. Let's go. Another one. I think I'm not getting Bitfunded. Yes, you are. You get a Bitfunded. Remember, there's an email below in the description. Go and send, it's the giveaways email. Go send and prove that that's you, and we'll send that through over there. Okay, guys, lots of love. See you all tomorrow, and get ready for the damn short squeeze. Let's make money. Goodbye.